action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and these are two teams each looking to turn things around. It's been a cold stretch for both of them lately, Smitty.
They both have been struggling, BA, and when you're facing a team that's also struggling, you look at a game like this as a chance to snap out of it. If you lose it, it's even bigger drain on your confidence.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the 4 slot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot off that time. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Lillard passes to Simons. Doesn't go for him.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
For 3, here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either. Grant, it's amazing how Holmgren transforms your defense when he's on the floor.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he really makes up for a lack of strength with length and tremendous timing. He has the lateral footwork to defend 1 through 5 as well. And, of course, he can block shots from any spot on the floor. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Thibault. Portland, no good that time either. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For Portland, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Here's Simons into the lane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a nice finish on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Dort against Thibault. Back to Simons. Nurkic high post. 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Lillard.
This is so fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the slam.
Pass to Dort. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 5 points.
You can give Lillard an ounce of space. That's when he'll pull up right on you.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And it's Lillard, that time on the assist by Simons. He's got 7.
Taking it to the defense right there. Lillard can do it all.
Dort outside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Thibault. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Giddey. He's covered by Simons. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
This is the challenge. Shai can be an all-star if he can consistently hit jump shots.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Thibault, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, here's Lillard. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Portland has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Here's Lillard. He's got 10. Pass to Simons. Here's Nurkic. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Thibault with a steal. The shot no good. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Trailblazers.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's Holmgren missing.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And Grant gets it to go.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Grant the screen. Lillard passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
How about the last couple of years for Jeremy Grant?
BA, 6'8", playing the 3 or the 4. He's really found some comfort in scoring the basketball. Followed up his best season with another great offensive performance last year.
Nurkic shot is good.
Precise fundamentals from Nurkic inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Thibault. Pass to Holmgren from the arc. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. Now here's Lillard. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thibault. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Inside, here's Giddey. Nifty move, and he sinks the layup. Giddey's got his first points of the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Lillard left side, Thibault. Misses the 3.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort, fires for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
3 points.
So Dort's got 5 points.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
When you talk about a basketball family, Jeremy Grant's father was a pro, his uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lillard pulls down the board. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. The layup misses.
Look, he's got all the confidence in the world, but you're trying to go for the big finish. You've got to finish.
Here's Holmgren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse, and he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Giddey with a screen on Thibault. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And here is Williams. Shakes him. Pass to Holmgren. Giddy against Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Dort for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. So Lillard will go to the free throw line. Lou Dort picks one up. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, BA. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. In his rookie season, Grant, Giddy opened up a lot of eyes. Certainly with his playmaking, but also with his rebound.
Oh, BA. He averaged almost 8 boards a game, playing around 30 minutes a night. His toughness and willingness to mix it up inside have been a welcome addition to this team.
Lillard outside. Thibault, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Thibault with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Lillard can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What I like about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he gets the nuances of the game. Terrific pump fake.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. And the dunk by Lillard.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And a pretty tightly contested game.
33, the Thunder. 32. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. We've got Kenrich Williams and it's Šarić in at the 5. Man, Blazers fans been having a bit of whiplash. Western Conference Finals to the lottery in just 3 years.
BA injuries had a big part to play in that. Shows how fast the NBA landscape can change. Fans are hoping they can get back to what they were just as quickly.
Little, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Outside, Williams. Here's Mann, covered by Johnson. From outside the arc. And it's Portland with a rebound. Here's Sharp. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Joe. 3-pointer. The Thunder with another miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Little. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Thunder ball.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Williams, a screen on Johnson. The kick out to Williams. Reddish against Williams. Pass to Mann. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Mann's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Not the best 3-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Here's Little. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Šarić. Outside, Williams. Šarić, the pass to Williams. With the drive on the wing man. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williams. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Johnson inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Here's Sharp for the lead. No good. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Mann. The rebound by Eubanks. The Trailblazers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Crosses over. Pass to Little. Now here's Reddish.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Little. Over Saric. Little's shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Here's Mann, covered by Johnson. Back to Mann. They need this. That shot off the mark, and it's Portland the other way. 56 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Little. Here's Sharp. Williams grabs the board. Here's Mann, covered by Johnson. Williams' shot is good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the wing. Back to Little. They swipe it. Here's Mann, covered by Johnson. Pass to Saric. Here's Mann. Top of the key. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3.
Blazers fans, your Trailblazers youth fans team.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So it's Portland now. 2-point game. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Oklahoma City's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Portland on D. Dort outside. Over Lillard.
Tough defensively. Lillard is a guy who can shut down offenses.
Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
And let's send it over to Alex. The force.
Hi guys, well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so they have the chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Grant, the pass to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Thibault against Dort. Thibault, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. Thibault passes to Simons. Back to Thibault. Now Lillard. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. The 3. Grant with a steal. Here's Simons. And he drives in. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
And there's the call on Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To the middle. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Second team foul.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Simons passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many previous plays, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Outside Thibault. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Time after time, it's Dame, a prolific offensive player.
Outside Giddy. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Outside Thibault. From downtown. Counted from distance. Thibault's got 5 points in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Portland has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Lillard. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now a 10-point Portland lead. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, covered by Thibault. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range, and the three-pointer goes.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lillard outside, launches a 3, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Nurkic, outside for Grant. Here's Thibault, no good. So the Trailblazers win it. Boy, Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
starts out with the ball. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And you see the confidence Lillard has from that spot. You expect him to knock those down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's Conley. The Blazers getting the bucket. Wants to get it to Edwards and does.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Simons with the screen on Edwards. Lillard the pass to Simons. Here's Thibault. Towns with the defensive effort.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
McDaniels fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage. It just goes to work.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. The rebound by Simons.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here is Edwards, following the score by Damian Lillard. Out to the right wing. McDaniels gets to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. There's the lob to Towns. And stolen by Lillard. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Grant finds Lillard. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And stolen by Lillard.
Remaining in the first.
And Lillard throws it down.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's Simons missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. No good on the shot. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard with it. Working on McDaniels. Nurkic's screen on Conley. And it's Simons missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Towns dishes to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Simons against Conley. Simons the pass to Lillard. He takes it in, and then Lillard slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Edwards with the stop.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
Simons the pass to Thibault. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So timeout called here. The first for Portland.
Portland with the timeout. Who wants to update their fit tonight with a free t-shirt? Make a little noise. Give a big round of applause to your Blazer dancers.
11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Edwards finds Conley. Here's McDaniels driving the lane. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Timberwolves shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Well, Mike Conley has always been elite defensively.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 7 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting for the game at 42%.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star. Yeah, good job to take him right at the game.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Now the pass to Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. With the clock winding down and finished off by Gobert.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Nobody near Lillard. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Just doing what he can. He's competing. He's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Here's McDaniels. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. They get a hand on it. And now here comes Conley leading the break. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Driving inside. Out to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Grant leading the charge.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
And Greg, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the college defensive player of the year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Simons. Rebound, Minnesota. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Simons up top. No points in the game yet for him. Lillard on top. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Conley's got his first basket.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Here's Simons. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, here's McDaniels. Covered by Simons. Here's Gobert. And that one released in time, but no good. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back.
Your Trailblazers, 23. The Timberwolves, 38.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the point guard. Passes it to Sharp. Doris with the officials calling.
Oh, my goodness.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Reed. Eubanks grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 15. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Johnson, the pass to Sharp. And stolen by Prince. The feed to Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Keon Johnson. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And really deep three that time. Lillard's got 23 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Trailblazers trail by 17. Here's Simon, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that one's good. Rivals.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. They led by as many as 18 points. Over in the corner, McDaniels. At the elbow, Edwards. .144 left in the third quarter. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Simon, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And the Timberwolves call timeout. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player that rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Show some love, fans.
There's the lob to Towns. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Lillard with a screen for Simon. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Timberwolves leading by 11. Towns with it. Now defended by Grant. Some solid defense from Grant. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Simons finds Nurkic. With the shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Timberwolves ball.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Here's Lillard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
To the inside. Gobert can't hit. Lillard looking around. And Simons has it in the corner. Grant kicks to Thibault. From deep. No good there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point good.
And your Trailblazers use
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Gobert with the screen on Lillard. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Simons with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Grant. That's good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Outside, Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Pass to Grant. There's the screen. Shoots the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Towns, count it. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
the previous play is under
fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Simons against Edwards. With the drive, the shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Thibault for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Towns kicks to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Count them 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lillard.
2 minutes in the game.
Conley against Lillard. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Thibault. Conley against Lillard. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Now, here's Simon. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Thibault finds Lillard. And he drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what time is it? It's Dame time. Lillard relishes going to the line in these close ones.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Pass to Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, we all know Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most gifted offensive big men we've ever seen. Now you get a chance to show off that incredible free throw percentage when the game is hanging in the balance. Step up, Mr. Towns. Yeah, two-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Yeah, quick thinking, then staying assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
On lane to the lane. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. A 2-point game. Nurkic kicks to Thibault. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Grant. Kicks it out to Lillard. Here he goes. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Finally, the pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. Towns against Grant. Good!
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And so here's Portland. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard outside. To Simons. Lillard is screen on Conley. Lillard outside. To the middle. There's Nurkic. Yes!
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Gobert the screen. Edwards. Oh, no good. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Your Trail Blazers UCF team.
Here's Lillard, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in. Oh, wow!
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
6 on the shot clock. Edwards passes to Towns. Stolen by Grant. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Second shot opportunity. And the pass to Simons. And there's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Has the ability to score against size, and those were crucial.
Poked away.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Towns with it. Now defended by Grant. Here's Edwards. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltending. We just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break. Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment. Big-time shot.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Edwards finds Towns, spins, shoots over Grant. That one wide left. Trailblazers leading by 3, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. Edwards against Lillard. Passes it to Simons.
Rudy Gobert, fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. And it's Conley penetrating. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Mike Conley's a veteran. What confidence, what clutch play. Nicely done.
Here's Lillard. Yes!
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That will get him his 4th foul of the game and give the bonus. We'll head to the line for 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game. Here's Conley.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And Simons, who's got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Left side, Grant, a 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 7 seconds left in overtime. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Oh, and the jam by Towns.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns, the look of a superstar.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. The shake. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Towns finds Gobert. Back to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
About a minute played here so far in the first. For 3, Conley. They get it back. The kick out to Edwards. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Now here's Towns. He's got 5. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got 7 points.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside for Dort to halt the run. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Edwards a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley with the ball. And it's Giddey picking him up. Edwards for 3. No good there. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots. And it's Holmgren missing.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Edwards can't hit.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Edwards against Giddey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. With the fadeaway. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Williams in the post. Towns on him. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
No layups right there for SGA. Up to the rim.
Now Edwards. Deflected. McDaniels against Giddey. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Basket's good.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time Dort playing unselfishly.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 56 seconds left in the opening quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The shot by Towns, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Williams. Dort for 3. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is an area where Lou Dort is trying to become more effective as a playmaker.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Conley passes to Towns. Driving to the basket. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this was so many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's give a round of applause for your Thunder Girls Dance Team.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. And he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota, hunting for opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girls Dance Team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. McDaniels with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Minnesota in the lead. And he's going for the lob. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Giddey passes to Williams. Here's Holmgren. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Holmgren's gotten his second bucket of the game.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Back to Daniels. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's guarded by Conley. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. On the take. Got a hand on it. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Giddey. On target from range. Giddey's got 5 now. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
So far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Edwards finds Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert, no good. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Pass to Giddey. There's the triple. Towns with a rebound.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Here's Holmgren. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Thunder have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Oklahoma City ball.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half of basketball. Dort's shot is good.
Well, if you're looking for a 3 and D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Conley passes to Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. The kick out to Williams. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. And Towns slams it home.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
To the inside. Gobert with the double. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Giddey's got 8.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
Here's Edwards. That shot off. And we finished off one half of play. Thunder.
Your Thunder, 29. The Timberwolves, 23.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Anderson in at the 4.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line. Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
Here's Mann. Pass to Robinson Earl. Takes the 3. Rebound Minnesota. And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, What makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Joe. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Williams up top. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Williams has got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Anderson. Yep, count it.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Pass to Joe. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Noel. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, last season for the Thunder, Brent, their top 8 guys by playing time, all 23 and under.
Get experience for those guys, and there's really nothing that replicates game time, game action, game decisions. These guys all exposed to it last year, BA. Let's see what kind of strides they make in this season.
Pass to Robinson Earl, and the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Anderson with it. Here's Noel. And he can't get that one. Solid defense from Williams. And the basket by Joe. He's got 5.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Pass to Noel. Back to Alexander Walker. He can't hit that time. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's man. High post, Robinson Earl. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Pure from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Here's Robinson Earl. Inside. Stolen by Reed. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Anderson. Reed with it. Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Taurean Prince had his eyes on the rim the whole way there. Love how aggressive he was there on that drive.
High post, Robinson Earl. Pass to Joe. Misses off the left iron.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Anderson gets the bucket.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Robinson Earl. Here's Williams. Over to the wing. Here's Joe. And they pick up 2. He has 7.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Outside, Anderson. Here's Prince. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Nice job running the screen and roll with some patience there as Prince had great timing.
Here's man. Offensive board. Pass to Robinson Earl. Drops in the 3. Robinson Earl's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Prince. Three-pointer. He's off from three. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Here's Edwards. We've got Lugens Dort. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Conley passes to Edwards. And he jams it home with authority.
They respond immediately with as much power as possible.
Man, you talk about a heavyweight battle. Both teams landing blows here. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
Outside Conley. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Williams from long range. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
And Edwards.
Oh man, just
gets it down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from deep. And the Thunder lead by 5.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Edwards against Giddey. He shoots it. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Holmgren, defended by Gobert. Fader on the way. And it's Holmgren missing.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. And it's rejected. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Dort, a screen on Conley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's in.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Giddy against Edwards. To take the lead. 6 on the shot clock.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
That's to Holmgren. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Gobert passes to Towns. And he sinks it.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. For 3. Misses the tray. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it out for the W. With the late victory.
this one, Steve, it might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Lillard with no one around. Buried from 15 feet out.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. Dort's got 5 now.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. There's the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Nice pass by Gilgeous-Alexander. Has the height to see over the D, and he's unselfish.
Lillard from outside, and another 3 for Portland.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Holmgren off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Nice move. And finish off by Nurkic.
The playmaking skills of Lillard. Reads defenses so well and recognizes when they've left a teammate uncovered.
Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Here's Simon. Here's Nurkic. Thibault for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams. And Grant sends it back.
Nice defensive reflexes from Jeremy Grant. Able to get in there and throw off that shot.
Here's Simon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Giddey finds Dort from downtown. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Here's Nurkic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's a special play coming from one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range, but he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Simon's on the wing. Takes it inside, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Over Thibault. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lillard left side. The dish to Grant. Just 3 on the clock. Off target at the rim. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He comes away with 11.
And please give a big round of applause for your partner, Youth Dance Team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Williams at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
Shooting for Portland.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things. Becoming more comfortable with that shot. The ceiling is very high for Gilgeous-Alexander if he can stretch the floor.
And Lillard kicks to Thibault. To the paint, Simons. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Lillard against Dort. Pass to Giddey. Passes it to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Here's Lillard, and it's denied. Williams against Nurkic. That's good from Williams. The assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. Simons surveying the D. Here's Nurkic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This is where Nurkic looks to capitalize. With these results, you understand why.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Thibault for 3. They get it back. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Nurkic.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
Holmgren. The pass to Giddey. To the inside. And stolen by Thibault. Grant outside. Pass to Nurkic. Thibault kicks to Nurkic. Grant the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Ball's not loose. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. There's 1:47 left here in the second. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Portland. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Lillard with it. Dort covering. Lillard against Dort. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Let's get up and get loud for your Thunder Girls Dance Team.
Almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Giddy kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his three.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He doesn't get the second one.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
At the line for two.
Previous play is under.
action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. Dort against Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Thibault. That one's in there, and the Portland Loot is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Here's the screen into the lane, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, and there's a flush, so that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Portland out in front
33.
as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Little out there with Cameron Reddish. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Sharp, and it's Eubanks in its center.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Wiggins, and taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's Little finishing it off.
Love watching Little do his thing inside. Tear the rim down, young fella.
Here's Joe. He's guarded by Johnson. Wiggins passes to Joe. It's stolen by Johnson. It's tipped. Down low. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Here's Joe, covered by Johnson. Sharch attacking. Pass to Joe. It's stolen by Reddish. And now Portland on the break. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Here we go, fans. It's your Motor City crew here to hype you up.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Saric, that's good.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Johnson, the pass to Sharp. Saric grabs the board. Thunder trailing by 7. Wiggins gets to Saric. From outside the arc, cranes the three-pointer. Saric has got 5 now.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Little. Kicks it out to Johnson. Little with the ball. Working on Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Keon Johnson. First personal foul.
Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there for the Trailblazers. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's deflected. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
The kick out to Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist in the game. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here is Simon. Lillard left side. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
They set the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. His three-pointers off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Dame Lillard can untie your shoes with moves like that.
Thunder trailing by 3. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey against Simon. And stolen by Thibault. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard the pass to Thibault. He feeds it to Grant. Clock at 6. Inside, taken away by Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Off target from downtown. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
We've reached the fourth quarter. What has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Nurkic, this is his game. Size, strength, and shot-making ability.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Over in the corner, Dort. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Driving in.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Dort against Lillard. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Simons kicks to Grant. And Grant slams it home.
It's so good to watch Grant do his thing on offense. He loves leaping up and dropping the hammer.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Simons finds Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
We've got futures coming your way, fans. Who needs one? Make some noise.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Simons kicks to Thibault. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Holmgren. And here is Giddey. To the inside. Holmgren the pass to Dort. 5 on the clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And it's blocked. Kicks it out to Grant. To the middle. Here's Simon. Blocked again. Over to the wing. Here's Holmgren. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Nurkic setting the pick for Simon. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Kicks it out to Lillard. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. Back to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Holmgren can't hit. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Right on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And what time is it? It's game time. Lillard relishes going to the line in these close ones. And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pass to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And stolen by Thibault. Misses. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
this Tuesday afternoon. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, BA, you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at small forward. Nurkic passes to Simons. Going inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Pass to Graham. Thibault on the wing. Oh, a headshot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Outside Edwards. Towns goes in. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's Simons. And Gobert with a block. Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Conley. Towns down low. Working on Grant. The shot by Towns. No good. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Grant. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Lillard. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Nurkic finds Simons. Shot clock at 5. There's the drive. Oh, nice! Big finish! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Grant outside. Back to Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
First personal foul. Second team.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
He does not get the second one. Portland trailing here. Simons passes to Thibault. From outside, off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. It's Edwards with a drive.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Lillard Screen on Conley. There's Simons with a three. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. He takes it. Oh my goodness! Disrespectful.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Pass to Thibault to end the run. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Now Gobert, defended by Nurkic. To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
The three, here's Lillard. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Thibault with the board.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Yeah, on his menu, dunking is one of his specialties. A fantastic jammer who really wrecks that rim.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how
Please give a big round of applause.
good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Woo! BA, that's lit. Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
Conley passes to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Offensive rebound. Pass to Towns. From deep. Lillard pulls down the board. Well, Portland's shooting has been good. 54% on this one. And the dunk by Lillard.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Now Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And here's Simons outside. Drains the triple. Simons has got 6 points. Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Clark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, BA. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
McDaniels with it. Thibault picks him up. Edwards finds Towns. Banked it in off the glass. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Edwards against Grant. Back to Towns. from behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Knocks down the triple.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Grant, the pass to Simons. And it's Lillard penetrating, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, defensively, you think Lillard's going to hunt for the three ball, but then he puts it on the floor and just attacks.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. The shot by Towns, no good. Portland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Thibault passes to Nurkic. Out left to the wing. Nurkic, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Thibault. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And so Towns nails them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Simons, a screen on Edwards. Here's Lillard. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Towns. And he stays with it. Back to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
For 3, here's Lillard. He drops it from range. Lillard's got 16 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Trailblazers.
Substitution on the court.
That'll count. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 32. The Trailblazers, 36.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in a shooting guard. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Reid. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 48% so far. Anderson passes to Reid. Driving in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, BA, that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league. And a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
6 to shoot. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Johnson against Anderson. That one no good. And it's Portland the other way. Right side Johnson. Spins. To the wing, right side. It's Little on the wing. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Reddish. Oh, and Reid with a block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Portland, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
No good on the free throw.
Shot. Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Noel, covered by Johnson. Pass to Reid. It's picked off. Here's Sharp. Back to Eubanks. Here's Little. Anderson covers. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Reid with a block. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. Off target from three-point range. Portland leading. Here's Reddish. It's tipped. And they'll keep possession.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Little.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. To the left wing. To the middle. Second chance effort. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Conley passes to Edwards. Shot to end the cold streak. Oh my! Throw it down!
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And it's Lillard penetrating. And the dunk by Lillard.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. Over Simons. Edwards can't hit.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Blocking foul on Mike Conley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Alexander Walker.
50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Simons finds Grant. Back to Simons. Pass to Lillard. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Free throw good. Lillard.
A guy that's been overlooked at nearly every level. I admire Lillard's ability to use outside noise as fuel to his fire.
Towns against Grant. Edwards three. Kept alive by Minnesota. The three is up. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Lillard outside. Simons outside. Here's Grant. There's the drive. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
You expect big numbers from Lillard on offense. His productive habits always seem to pay off.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Grant gets it to go.
Boy, he's a much improved three-point shooter, Jeremy Grant. Coaches have to appreciate what he does for the team spacing because of him knocking that down.
Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now, my goodness.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Gobert with a screen on Simons. He was all alone on that one. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Nice move. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. Thibault against Edwards.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that one.
Bad intentions.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Lillard against Edwards. And the dunk by Lillard.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Towns on a screen. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The 3, here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Oh, the moment Lillard crosses half court, you better pick him up. They score with unlimited range.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Off the left rim and out. For Portland, they've gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. And here's Simons outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Pass to Lillard. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter here. Gobert with it. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Lillard up top, guarded by Edwards. Lillard passes to Thibault. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Sinks it from distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting 56% today.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win for the Trailblazers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Damian Lillard.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Pass to Towns. Fires the three. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic a screen on Edwards. For three, here's Lillard. The long distance three is buried. Lillard's got 35 in the game.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
president has even suggested a 58.
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA less is more. And thanks for the report. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Conley.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Dort misses. And so Conley will bring the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Here's Conley after Oklahoma City gets the three. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
2 points, that one goes.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Edwards passes to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now here's Towns. 6 points for him. Here's Gobert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. Goes back up. And another shot. Gobert. It's good on the putback. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting. Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Outside, Towns. That's tipped. Giddey against Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Giddey. Here's Williams. Back to Giddey. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Misses off the right iron.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
On the wing, Williams. Right side, Dort. To the left side wing. Holmgren. Rebound, Minnesota. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Edwards passes to Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, what a nice job by Rudy Gobert. Thin frame, yes, but able to take the contact and still finish.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Looking to end his cold spell. McDaniels finds Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
And a wide Open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Cans it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
McDaniels dishes to Towns. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Giddey. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities.
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
And there's the pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards finds Towns. Got a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Pass to Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Leading by 5. Driving to the basket. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kindly the pass to Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And it's Giddey in the corner. The Thunder with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 9 and stolen by Giddey. Outside, Dort. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far. Conley surveying the D. Here's Towns. It's deflected. Now here's Giddey. Outside Williams. Going inside. Fires from deep. Dort misses. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Towns kicks to Edwards. Goes up from the top of the key. That shot missing. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Dort. And the 3 off target. Minnesota leading by 7. Edwards drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
2 minutes remaining.
Williams finds Gilgeous Alexander on the wing. Giddy. Pass to Holmgren. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Towns wide open, and the 3 ball is good. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
Holmgren wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one.
I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization, both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams kicks to Dort. Lets it go from deep. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Williams passes to Dort from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Nice job by Lou Dort to make his way to the corner and then make the shot.
Outside Conley, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Passes it to Holmgren. Lets it go with a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead early. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The Thunder, 21.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
They've got Anderson. He's out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Wiggins passes to Robinson Earl. Here's Mann. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Down low, here's Anderson. Plays it up and banks it in. Anderson's got his first points of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
This one for 3. Noel, no good. Thunder trailing by 13. Wiggins left side. Here's Robinson Earl. He's covered by Anderson. Wiggins passes to Mann. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Well, Trey Mann finished last season strong, Doris, following a slow start to his rookie campaign.
No doubt, Kevin. He finishes the season averaging double figures in points per game. He certainly flashed natural scoring abilities, and as important, I thought, showed steady improvement on the defensive end. Now it's about trying to become more consistent in every phase of the game.
Here's Mann to the wing right side. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And stolen by Prince. Releases. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
The pass to Mann. 4 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Williams. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by Williams.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it. Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Reed. Williams with the defensive effort.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Prince. Here's Noel. The Thunder pull it in. During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Williams passes to Mann. It's tipped. Kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Mann. Drives to the hoop. Back to Wiggins. Launches a 3. That shot no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Anderson outside. Shot from the wing. Excellent D there from Williams. Wiggins outside. Here's Mann. And so it's Minnesota finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Holmgren in at the 5.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Pass to Giddey. It's Dort on the wing. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder can't hang on to the ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Minnesota leading by 17. Gobert finds Edwards. The three. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
Conley's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McDaniels got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Pass to Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the 4th quarter. Conley. McDaniels in the post. Giddy defending. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Under trailing by 17. Dort passes to Holmgren. Williams against Gobert. He kicks it to McDaniels. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
The pass to Conley. Takes the 3. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddy. Giddy's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 16. To the left wing. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside Conley. Over Williams. Another miss by Conley.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
The kick out to Towns. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. Here's Giddy. It's Dort on the wing. Left side, Williams. Uncovered. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he knocks down the first one.
This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, someone you can trust. An excellent free throw shooter, very willing to perform in the clutch, someone you love having.
And he nails the third. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.